Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is HUDA and HANIZAM. So today our group will present our assignment 1 task with the course code BITP 2223 Software Requirements and Designs. So in this task, we are in needing to develop an application to ease the finding of doctors, specialists and the hospital for certain illnesses. This task has been proposed by the Ministry of Health to promote about the medical tourism. So let's start it. So there are 3 objectives that we are going to discover today. So the first one is to ease the finding of doctors, specialists and hospitals for certain illness. And the second one is to display the required list of doctors and their hospitals regard to the illness. And the last one is to compare the different requirements elicitation methods based on the interviewer's questionnaires. So let's start it. So for the functional requirement, firstly, the system shall enable the user to register themselves as the system is not in manual. So this time, the system that we have built is an auto system that make the user can enable to register by themselves. So next is the system shall be able to validate the user when the user log in or register themselves. Next, the system shall be able to check the availability of doctors or specialists based on their schedule. So in this system, whether the user or the system themselves, they can check and view the availability of the doctor's schedule before confirmations of the booking has been done. Okay, next, the system will be able to send notifications of the confirmation booking, okay, so that the user knows that their booking has been confirmed. Okay, so next, the system shall be able to display appointment detail to the specialist so that the specialist know about their patient illness and can discover before the appointment has been done on that day. Okay, next function requirement is the patient, which is the user, shall be able to input the details about their illness at a specific box that required in the form. Okay, next, the system shall be able to set the appointment for the patient with the assigned specialist. So in this system, they enable the user, which is the patient themselves, to choose their specific doctors according to their illnesses. Okay, next, the system shall be able to display the reports of all appointments from the database. Okay. And lastly, the system shall enable the user to insert, update, delete and search for the check specialist availability and hospital's location.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is IZZATI AMALIN binti AHMAD from BITP. So for the non-functional requirement, we have security, which is the system require the individual to acknowledge themselves making use of the booking application. We can get this from the set of questionnaire which we asking the user whether they are experienced using booking application before this. Next is the system requires to hold a login ID as well as the password for any utilized user. Next is efficiency. So the system should be able to offer acknowledgement in simply 1 second once the user detail is inspected. The system need to sustain at the very least 1,000 individual at once to make the system very efficient. And the system should be able to acknowledge user interface within 5 seconds. Next, we have maintainability. The system should be able to use the efficiency for the data backup, and the system should be able to certainly track every mistake along. And next, we have integrity for the non-functional requirement. So the system should be able to offer schedule system constantly. And here we have a use case. We have 3 actors with a doctor or specialist, patient and administrator. We have authenticate user. It include the doctor, patient and administrator. So the authenticated user can register, log in, update information, and log out. So authenticate user is used by the doctor, patient, and administrator. In this case, for the patient, is booking appointment. It includes the search specialist, and it also can cancel the appointment. And we have administrator who will notify the user once the book is confirmed. Administrator also will manage the data, which is can assign, update data, add data, view data, and record the data. Next is sequence diagram. So we have user, patient, doctor or specialist, and appointment that will handled by administrator. So the authenticated user will log in first, and if authenticated user is a doctor, it will get a patient, and if it's a patient, it will get a doctor. The user will enter all the information, and their illness, and their date. So it will check the availability of the appointment. Once it has been confirmed, it will send email back to the user, and it will return to the authenticated user. And that's all.
My name is SYAFIQAH AIMI binti Muhammad AZMI. I will explain about prototype model of our application, which we choose to make a mobile application. So this is how our prototype look like. First of all, we have a login interface where user need to enter their registered email and password to login. For the first time user, they need to make an account by clicking register now. In the registration form, they need to enter their details such needed. By clicking confirm, a message will be given to them that said their email has already been confirmed. In login interface 2, user can choose their preferred language, either it is Bahasa Malaysia or English. After the user click the continue button, the application will bring user to the profile page where user need to enter their NRIC number, contact number, and the illness details. On the top of the application interface, there is a setting button, notification button, and profile button. Like others application, this is how a setting interface look like. There is a setting for the account and general setting. And for the notification, this is how the interface look like. Notification will pop out the reminder for the booking appointment. The main interface of the application after the user login will look like this. The application will list out the possible hospital that near to the user based on their address. User also can search for the hospital that they want. Let's say, for example, user click for Hospital 1, and then the interface of Hospital 1 will look like this. After that, user click for the list of specialists, then the interface will look like this. The search interface will look like this, where it will give the suggestion that match with the words that key in by the user. And there is also the search history. And let's say the user click specialty 1, and then list of the hospital specialists will pop out like this. And then the user can click view more to see the detail of the specialist, such as their qualification and certification, also schedule list. The schedule list will show either the specialist is available or not to be booked. Let's say user want to see the location of hospital 1 but still in the list of specialists page. Then user just need to click the back button like this on the list of specialist page and then back to the hospital 1 interface. From the hospital 1 interface, user can click location button and then the interface will look like this. There is a hospital address and the map. After that, user can click the back button again and then access to the appointment request page. In the appointment request page, user need to key in some of the detail and then agree to the term of service and privacy policy before make an appointment. After user click the button make an appointment, a message will be given to the user. And then user can click to the button of view appointment to see the detail of the appointment. This is how interface of appointment detail that made by a customer look like. Last but not least, this is the interface of Send Us Inquiry. The full name, email and subject is mandatory for the user to key in. Once the user click the button send, a message will be given to the user that said the message was successfully sent. After that, the application will bring the user to the main interface after the user click the done button. I think that's all from us. Thank you.